Alright. Hey, what's up guys? It's just back to Fate Grand Order. Oh, last time, Agartha got... not... You know, I see why people didn't, you know, don't gel with it. You know, whatever the hell happened here, you know, but... You know, we're past that. Surely things look better from here, right? Surely. They definitely aren't gonna have any other fucked up stuff, right? Oh, hey, hi, if you say good in there, Dak. But yeah, last time we left off having entered the Nightless City, but we only did one node because, yeah, I didn't have time to do all that. But yeah, left off with them, oh yeah, they met a man from the Nightless City who was by himself. He wasn't like chained up or anything, which was interesting, but it seemed like he had to take care of the Soul Eaters, which, you know, probably isn't the most safe job in the world, but and now the executioners are coming? I don't know, but we'll have to see what that's about. Yeah, sure, why not? Scotty. Sure, Irie can go in, why not? Alright, let me take these off. Don't need these. Well, whoops. Put where there he is, old man. And then boom. Alright. Well, let's see what sort of horrific monstrosities these executioners are. I'm going to assume it's probably... Oh, right. We also, but yeah, I'm going to assume the executioners are probably men that willingly work for Wu, the leader of the city, by their own will. And in exchange, they're treated relatively well. Maybe not, well, we'll see.
There's something kind of funny about the city, don't you think? The lights are scattered so haphazardly. Not a thought is given to order. They may shine bright, but their gleam lacks warmth and truth. In stark contrast to the gleam of Versailles. Not that Versailles' gleam was perfectly righteous either. It was designed to pile extravagance upon extravagance, to show that there was no greater place to be found anywhere in the world. But this glow is quite the opposite. It has been expanded endlessly, signifying that it has ambitions well beyond where it is now. Yeah, it does kind of feel like they've just been piling on lights for the sake of doing it. The lights are so bright you can't even read what the signs say. And there's so many of them that you're never sure where you're supposed to look.
And what's that platform in the middle of the that's the execution platform. That's where they, make examples of people. Yeah, it's, that's my guess.
It has such an imposing presence, and it's as flashy as anything else here. I bet I can figure it out if I really rack my brain.
Oh, I got it. Maybe it's a DJ. No, I don't think so.
I do not know what it is, but I know it is not a DJ booth. Although, why does the sight of that object put my heart so ill at ease? You know, chaotic as this place is, compared to East, it's surprisingly orderly. Indeed. It may have something of a squalid luminescence, but it's a far cry from decadence. It almost feels as though it is flourishing, which is rather strange considering how far underground we are. Oh, those people are kind of weird too. We really don't stand out much even in these outfits. Quite. Well, they do all appear to be largely of around the same age. They are otherwise completely dissimilar in almost every respect. And the real surprise.
What? Yeah, the men?
Is that there are men here. Yeah, and it doesn't even seem like a big deal. Like, they don't even have any collars or chains on them. I wonder why they don't just run away.
It could be bound by some sort of spell, or they know what the other two places are like, or now one place, I guess, and they're like, you know, this isn't great, but as long as I stay in line, it's a hell of a lot better than the other two options, right? Like,
they could be bound by some sort of spell. We'll have to talk to someone in order to find out. However, speaking with one of the women is a tad dangerous. Maybe dangerous. I think it would be best if we were to find a man who is by himself. Yeah, but that's easier said than done when it seems like everyone is all coupley. They're even locking arms and everything. What's going on? How come things seem so normal and so not normal at the same time? Wait. There's a group of 2 men and 1 woman over there. That seems odd. Let's follow them.
Are you cold, Master?
I'm fine, thank you.
Here, Master, use my coat.
Oh my, aren't you sweet?
Bruh. What do you think you're doing? She said she wasn't cold, you brown-noser. Humph. It's not my fault you're far too dense to read between the lines. Now, no fighting. I love you both equally, moi. Okay, that's...
You have a lovely nose and you have beautiful round eyes.
You're both special, so no more fighting, okay? Uh-huh. You're too kind, Master. Thank you. You truly are too kind, Master. I'm sorry for how I behaved.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me with this
Reverse harem stuff. Look at them, just smooching it up in public.
Shh. The woman just told the men to wait for her over there, while she goes to the bathroom. Now's our chance to get in closer.
Ugh, this sucks. Okay, so he's doing it out of survival. And I'm guessing he actually is into it? Okay. I'm sick of buttering her up all the time. You must be sick of it too, right? Yeah, you're about to get snitched on. Buddy, you're... I don't know how much more of this I can take. He's gonna snitch on him. I'm going along with this because I don't want to die. I'm not a subject of this nation, and let's not kid ourselves. That's just her way of calling us pets. I got a wife and kid back on the surface. Come on, she's never left us on our own before. Now's a chance. Is it? He's about to be like, executioners! This man's trying to run away! Let's get out of here. I've even heard there's a group called the Resistance outside the city. If we can just meet up with them.
Dion! Yes. Now we know how these men...
The other one didn't say anything yet!
we know how these men truly feel about living here. Let us go talk to them and find out.
Well, say something. Aren't you fed up with... Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Attention, I wish to make a report. What? This man would disturb the Nightless City's peace. He means to flee the city of harmony and light.
Something's not right here. Astolfo, stop.
Come quick, we have a criminal here. Bring Her Highness's justice down upon him.
Stop that. Please don't call them. You've got it all wrong. I was just kidding around. Whatever you do, don't call for the torturers.
Yeah. Oh god, what am I going to do? They're coming. They're coming with their machetes and hammers. Hammers? Those merciless executioners will be here soon.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Who are these executioners?
You mean you don't know? I'm talking about the torturers. The Empress's official torturers who serve as the Nightless City's police force. If you know what's good for you, you'll hurry and make yourself scarce. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm still not sure what he meant.
But something is definitely headed your way. Be careful. I'm calling it. It's gonna be. Oh no, it's a woman. Okay.
Guard dogs 17, 18, and 19 confirmed dead. Likely culprits. Spotted.
Hmm.
They don't appear to be kept by any subjects. Rather, they appear to be intruders. Ugh, she stinks of blood and guts. In fact, she absolutely reeks of them. And of course she's a woman. That huge weapon must be so unwieldy given her physique.
We'll see about that. I think she can probably wield it better than you think.
No, that's not the issue. This bloody stench isn't that of a warrior fresh off the battlefield. It really does bring to mind an executioner. This woman has almost certainly spilt the blood of others far beyond what could be deemed necessary. Rejoice. Her Highness is most lenient. Intruders though you may be, she will grant you a chance to swear fealty. Now choose. Will you swear fealty after your judgment? Or before?
If I say before, can we skip the judgment part?
No. Judgment is Her Highness's strictest law. None can avoid it. The penalty for killing a guard dog is
The amputation of your 4 limbs! Oh, we're getting into that, okay.
so that they may be fed to the other guard dogs. It is a perfectly just and ecological solution, as one would expect from Her Highness. This woman doesn't look so inclined to be lenient about amputating our arms and legs.
Yeah, probably not.
She's clearly as frightful as her bloody stench implies. I cannot help but hate and pity her. I feel like women should be more, well, free whether they're fighters or not. Take the Hood. She may have been evil, but she was proud of who she was. But you're not proud of anything. All I sense from you is self-admonition. As for that weapon of yours, you'll never mete out your so-called judgment on Ritsuka. I may be young and inexperienced, but I'll still protect her with every fiber of my being. Furthermore, even in death, I'll never swear fealty to that assassin. After all...
Okay, he's being serious and noble, and we don't have a serious option to go with, really? He only goes for well-rounded women.
Do you have to say things like that when I'm
Trying to steel myself for battle?
So you refuse to swear fealty to Her Highness. Your punishment shall now be far more severe.
Yeah, we'll see if you can even, deal out that punishment. You psycho. Oh, aren't these the... I just realized, these are the things that appear in Wu's, like, attack animations, right? I don't think I've ever fought them as enemies before, only seen them in, like, her animation. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. Actually... Do the arts first. Oh yes, target the one that can literally tank all your attacks. What a brilliant idea. Okay. Thanks. That actually makes it easy for me. Or easier. Okay, well. Yeah, the target is still on, so may as well do this now. It gives them charge, but I can do... At 120, I think Scotty is probably gonna do more over the Buster Irie. Yeah, good thing they were targeting Draco. Anyone else? Well, I mean, Skahawk might have lived through it. She has a ton of HP, but still. Anyone else that might not have gone so well. Alright, please kill this one with the Noble Phantasm so the extra can hit the other one, please. I don't think it will though. Yeah, I didn't think so. Don't have the damage output for it. It got close though. Got close. Alright, that's fine. Okay. They just keep giving me the best possible outcome. I appreciate it, torturers. Ow. 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 Alright, we'll probably have to take one more power attack from that one, but we should be good otherwise. Actually, might be able to kill it before... Nah, there's no way. Actually, no, we could. Okay, hang on. We'll see. Between the Noble Phantasm and the extra attack, maybe... we should be able to do. Because the extra should do like 26k. So as long as this gets her... maybe? Oh, it only did... okay, well. Did less than I probably should have, but okay. But still, we got through it without any casualties. There we go. Fool's chains. Oh, I can get fool's chains here, huh? That's what these enemies will get. Okay. That's good, because fool's chains is one that the only... there's no good node for it. The best one is in Camelot, and I've rarely had good luck with it. This is just Master XP, right? Yeah. It's weird, though. Artoria and Mandricardo going to school together? What's... Random art? Okay. Maybe there's something behind that, I don't know. Alright, they're coming back, but yeah. I want someone with effectiveness. Let's do... Actually, you know what? Give me a Berserker. Yeah, give me Morgan. That'd be way easier. Let's see, 3-star. There we go. You actually beat the Torturer. You guys are amazing. And that's Celtic hero muscle power for you.
Foe? Thank you. But all I did was defend against them. We could never have defeated them without Ritsuka's quick thinking and unerring orders.
Sorry for hiding out on my own back there, but we're terrified of the Torturer. No, understand. It's all good, man. They're just a regular dude, and these are like supernatural. Like I don't even know. We can never hope to stand against them, not after seeing one of their shows.
Their shows? Senpai, this is a good chance to talk to one of the city's inhabitants and learn more about what's going on here.
Ah, who said that?
Oh, don't mind me, I'm on your side. Just think of me as a
Talking version of that cute fluffy animal over there. Okay.
foe?
You lot sure can use some weird spells. Anyway, I'm just grateful you all defeated her. If you hadn't, I'd have been killed for letting dogs I was in charge of get away like that. After what you did for me, I'll help you out in any way I can.
Wow. This is a real stroke of luck, having someone who can provide us with information show up like this, while we were just waiting here. It makes me feel kind of bad about having Diona and Astolfo disguise themselves to sneak into town.
So you have other allies here too? I just hope they haven't run into any torturers themselves. They can take care of themselves, don't you worry. Or that they haven't seen the torturers at work.
I take it you're referring to the show you mentioned earlier? Would you please tell us everything you can about the city, the torturers, and what role they play here?
Of course. First off... Huh? Boom.
What was that? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Attention subjects. This man has committed a crime. The crime of plotting an escape from our glittering paradise here in the Nightless City. The contemptuous crime of
Snubbing Her Highness's boundless mercy for her loyal subjects.
This must be some kind of show. So that's what that platform in the plaza is for. A scaffold for public executions. I don't like this.
I mean, you're French, though. Aren't you used to it?
Come now, don't feel bad. You did the right thing.
Of course, I'm well aware that crimes must be promptly reported. I simply followed Her Highness's law.
Ah, you're such a good boy.
Okay.
I'll have to give you an extra special reward once we get home.
You're too kind, Master. Damn it, I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't want to die. Oh, you feeling bad? If you want to survive in this city, you might have to sell out anyone who might drag you down with them. Please don't do this. I'm begging you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me?
Your punishment has been determined. I will remove your finger.
Okay, it could be worse. It could be worse. Still not fun, but you know, it's better than losing your whole limbs and or you know, death. Is that it? I promise I'll never even think about running away again. So please spare me. No. Oh, never mind. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, I take it back. Next will be the middle of your fingers, then their bases, your palms, your wrists. From there, I'll slice your arms into equally sized parts, from your wrists up to your elbows. Okay, yeah, then I'll do the same from your elbows to your shoulders, then your legs, and your torso. Your body will be whittled down piece by piece from its extremities until you cease to exist. The slow shredding of the body is known as Ling Chi. It was extremely pragmatic of Her Highness to come up with this as the ultimate punishment. What was it? Well, the fine technique required to perform it makes it a slow method to learn. We torturers are certain it will be regarded as the greatest form of execution known to mankind. Yeah, greatest. Execution.
You should be grateful to Her Highness. You've been given the gift of time to repent for your sins. Those who die by the guillotine or the rope are not so lucky. You are truly fortunate, save that you sadly will not have the opportunity
To experience Her Highness's other innovative torture methods. I would have liked to see her kneeling torture or tree torture myself. Oh, is the tree torture the one where they basically have they're like tied up in one spot and have a tree grow up through their body? I think that was a thing, right? Like it took like they would be like literally locked in place for like years until nature did its thing. Weren't even allowed to die until, I think it was bamboo, yeah, something like that. Which takes day. Yeah, okay, yeah. Honestly, I guess it's better than a normal tree, which would take years. Unless you're only locked up for a few days, as it impales you.
So you already reaping regret. You might have had a chance to experience them, but now that your sentence has been determined, I'm afraid we don't have time.
Normal tree just been and grow. Yeah, probably. Oh god, oh god.
Then let us begin with the first cut. Your fingertips.
Astolfo? Dion? Somebody? Oh god, oh god. Ah! I hope at least it's all at once and not one finger at a time.
It started. Wow, they look just like little
Shrimps. And look how much blood is spraying out too. Ah, yes, it's really something.
I knew that platform inspired feelings of dread in me, even if I wasn't sure why. But Now that I've seen this horrific display, I finally understand. Dion? It is a scaffold used for executions. It may not have a guillotine, but it serves the same purpose. Once, long ago, I failed to prevent such an execution. When the guillotine was soaking France's streets in blood, I was not there. I was not able to return. And so I cannot help but think, if only I had been there. Had I been there, sword in hand, at the scaffold, while Maria waited her death at Sansan's hands, perhaps I could have made a difference. Yet here I am now.
Doing nothing.
And once again I am unable to act. Hey, Dion, you don't have to overthink this. The important thing is that we're servants now. I know that. We are currently heroic spirits, ghosts from the past. I know that it's pointless to think of what could have been. No, that's not what I mean at all. I mean that we're master servants. We're acting directly on her behalf, remember? So all we gotta ask ourselves is, what would master do?
And your master would save them. Or him.
But we have a role to fulfill. An important one. I know. And saving this guy probably won't help us fulfill it. But oh well. I say we give it a go. And if it all goes really bad, we'll both say we're sorry, okay? You're a great fool, Astolfo. You really are. Hey, everyone's always saying,
Astolfo, stop leaving your brain at home. But I'd never do that, honest.
I can see what they mean, just as you are now.
But you picked these outfits. Like, Astolfo didn't have a say in it. Even though I could totally see Astolfo, if he was there picking, probably would have still grabbed this. You know, but
I can see what they mean, just as you are now. Then again,
I suppose I'm in no position to speak. Yeah.
Perhaps that's why I'm compelled to do, this.
You know, just like with the Hoot, it sucks that this isn't costumes they can wear. But I guess in Astolfo's case, it's kinda similar to his Apocrypha outfit. Kind of. Kind of. So I guess I could see why. There you go, Dion.
There's a crowd of people here. We must end this quickly. Okay, I'll try.
This guy's probably already half turned to pieces. A bit too late with that rescue. Yeah, Peter Man, you made me. I mean, his hands are probably gone. I guess it depends on if they did the fingers all at once or finger by finger. If it went finger by finger, they might have been able to get there before the arms started going. Maybe.
Ow, she's harder than she looks. It seems we've attracted reinforcements. This isn't good. Who are you? Interfering with an execution ordered by Her Highness is a clear act of treason. The penalty for treason is death. You two will be executed after this criminal. Evildoers may not know my name. If you must call me anything,
call me Sailor Paladin. Okay.
Friend of justice and kicker of butts.
And this is... I have to do this too? Yeah, go on, Dion, do it. Come on.
In for a penny, in for a pound. I am Maid Knight. A friend of justice and defender of the innocent.
Alright. Let's show it to Marie.
What? Don't you dare!
That would be a clear breach of my portrait rights. But if we're your master, technically, and you're under contract with us, would that not mean we hold your portrait rights? Technically, technically speaking.
Wait, what are you doing here anyway, master? And you, Fergus? We heard an ominous sound, and thought we should come take a look just in case. I'm glad we're not too late. At any rate, this is horrible. Just horrible. There. You've been added to the list of today's executions.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Once you're all dead, the names
Sailor Paladin and Maiden Knight will forever be engraved in the history of the Nightless City.
Just to be quite clear, those are not our real names.
Okay, Maiden Knight. Whatever you say. Alright. Now, God, 2 battles this time. You know what? Yeah. I should have used the attack buff. Nah, she should kill him anyway. Probably. Yeah. Okay. I don't think she has enough oomph on her. Yeah. Not quite enough oomph. But we can do this. So close. If we had a full combo of Morgan, that would have been great. Alright, you know what? Let's just, with all her attack buffs, yeah, she has to kill that one, right? She has to. Yeah, she has an aroma. Yeah, she'll kill it there. Then Morgan will attack the front one. And then bada bing, bada boom, we should be good. Probably. Yeah. Now, if Morgan crits, even with double crits, I don't think she'd kill. Yeah. Okay, never mind. My bad, Morgan. I shouldn't have underestimated you. More fool's chains. Good.
Fofo? I'm searching for a new place to hide as we speak. For the moment, please keep running and don't stop. I'm glad we managed to beat them, but they were weirdly, tanky. I realized something after fighting them. Remember those citizens, subjects, that were gathered around? I believe they and the torturers are fundamentally the same thing.
What do you mean?
It's just my impression. But I got an identical feeling from the torturers. We defeated as I did from the subjects. Their only true difference was their weaponry. Essentially, I believe that those serving as torturers are chosen from among the women here. Maybe that means this whole city could be a threat, kinda like Ys. Anyway, at least we managed to rescue this guy from being executed. Now we just need to find somewhere safe and catch our breath.
Okay, Astolfo said this guy rather than that guy, meaning we took him along with us. Like, how? What shape is he? I'm assuming his hands are probably gone. Like, I doubt they got to him before the full hand went. Maybe, it'd be nice if they did, but I very much, you know, I'm just gonna keep bringing, Morgan. She's just too OP. Makes things, quite easy. Damn it, they changed back. I guess their regular clothes are more practical, I guess.
Okay, I don't see any enemies nearby. I think we're good for now. I'm so sorry for this trouble.
You can apologize by wearing those outfits again.
Oh, really?
I didn't know you were into that sort of stuff, Master.
Very well. If you insist.
Stop! Senpai was just kidding! Was I, Mash? Was I? Was I kidding?
At any rate...
A lot has happened since we came here, but...
Thanks to you two, we did manage to learn more about the city. In fact, given what things are like here,
something like this may have been unavoidable.
I agree. Now we know about the torturers, the subjects, and what life is like for men here. Things may be different from how they were in Ys, but men are still treated as lesser beings here. They're controlled by an incredibly severe set of laws, and offenders are subject to extremely harsh penalties enacted by the torturers. It's horrible. It's just as terrifying here as it was in the last city. I might never have believed just how terrifying it was if I hadn't seen it for myself.
I don't blame you. There are no words to describe just how awful the torturers are.
Oh hey, so who's this guy anyway? This man agreed to help us after we ended up saving him. He says he can no longer return to their society.
You people really are incredible. I still can't believe you stopped the torturer's execution and brought that guy back with you. Okay, he only lost one hand. That... Okay. Could be worse. He's missing a hand and he's lost a lot of blood. We can try to staunch the bleeding, but I don't know if it'll even last the night.
I'm not sure that matters. Security's super tight, so it won't be easy for us to leave. Plus we can't keep Ryder and the Resistance waiting outside for us forever.
You're right. We need to settle this today.
Indeed. We must defeat the Empress and free this entire city. So I would ask you, can you tell us where we can find the assassin who rules the Nightless City? You've been living in the city for some time now, right? You must have some idea where she could be.
I'm afraid not. Men are the lowest rung of society here. We're no more than laborers for the women. The only reason you see us walking side by side is because the women have permitted it. If I'm being perfectly honest, we're just slaves.
Slaves?
As long as we obey the law, men and women are on equal footing here. At least on paper. But basic human rights, things like free speech and such, all belong to women. In the court, two opposing men can expect a fair trial, but if it's a man and a woman, the law almost always sides with the woman. Almost always. Interesting. We have no real freedoms. What we eat, when we sleep, our lives are regulated. Naturally, we don't get to choose where we go or what we see either. So I really have no idea where the Empress could be. At this point, we'll even settle for rumors. Yeah, anything. Rumors, huh? In that case, well, I don't know if there's anything to it, but I've heard that there's some sort of underground facility here. An underground facility in an underground civilization. Underground deception. But of course, no one, not even proper subjects, can just walk in. You have to be a torturer or higher to even have a hope of that.
An underground facility exclusively for big shots? Sounds pretty perfect for a villain's hideout. How would one go about entering this place? Where is it located?
I told you, it's just a rumor. I have no idea how much of it is true, if anything. That said, I do remember a guy telling me how a torturer suddenly showed up out of nowhere right in front of him. He thought he was gonna die. She wasn't just walking about either. He said that one moment she wasn't there, and the next she was. So if that place exists, there might be a secret underground entrance to it near where that happened. Then that's our only lead, and may as well check it out.
Did he tell you where this happened? If not, can you take us to this guy?
As luck would have it, he really did die after he got reported for something else. What a sick joke. Damn, that's tough. Still, I do have an idea of where it was. It's a place you're all familiar with, too. Oh. The platform.
So?
It's behind the plaza with the execution scaffold you all just left. Well, and it's probably gonna be filled with... Oh, I thought there'd be a bunch of, like, torturers here. Like, scouting, like, patrolling the area. Okay. Maybe not.
It's very quiet here now. Maybe that's because it's almost morning.
Maybe.
Huh. I would have thought the city would still be up in arms looking for us. Guess not. If we knew things had quieted down as much, maybe we could have escaped after all. Maybe. But that wouldn't do us any good. I believe this was the correct choice. For that matter, things may have quieted down here, because they thought we had escaped, and are concentrating their search outside accordingly. I too believe this was the correct choice. So what do we do now?
How can we... I mean, the logic here is... kind of sound. Like, we got away from this area, so they probably assumed we had got out. Like, I could say... I think this is fine.
Do we wait around here for the torturers to come out? Or take the risk of looking around ourselves?
There's no telling when they might come out. Yeah, may as well look.
Okay, he said it was behind the scaffold, right? Gotta be quiet now. You know, I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but this place sucks for covert ops.
Yeah, very, very bright.
There's so much light. It's impossible to sneak through the shadow. Is it just me, or is it getting even brighter around here? Oh no, it's a trap.
Oh.
Nah.
I mean, kihihihi. How is it? Is it the Empress?
Welcome to my castle, Oh yes, Hunyang. On second thought, I'm already tired of that name.
From now on, I'll call you She-Go or Wet Dog, since you evidently love to slink through shadows.
That's the assassin of Nightless City.
Oh no, look around the plaza. We're surrounded, right? Yeah.
It's an ambush. We're completely surrounded. But how'd they know where we... Yeah!
You son of a bitch. Don't blame me for this. If you have a chance to report someone, you take it. Get rewarded and raise your status as a citizen. That's what we have to do to survive in here. We don't have a choice. You had a choice. I mean, do you guys really believe you have a chance of bringing down the Nightless City? Because I sure as hell don't. Once I heard you had other allies here with you, I thought I'd get a better reward if I sold you all out together. So I've just been biding my time. Reminds me of the story of, I think it was China too. Like, lords would have concubines, and the concubines would like blame like fuck ups on other concubines to try and get like rewarded for, or just sabotage others to try and like work their way up and push others down to try and become the lord's one of the lord's main mistresses.
I see. Now I finally understand what Ryder meant. This city is truly his home to nothing but dogs. Dogs are a traditional symbol of bravery for the Oyster clan, but these are something else entirely.
Hey, you let me serve a high-class subject now, right? I'll be guaranteed a safer life than I had before now, right?
Indeed. You did well to inform us of our guests. You'll receive your reward as promised.
That's great.
However...
Oh, yeah, you fucked up.
Your manner toward your Empress is quite insolent, and you clearly lack dignity. Take him away.
Let's see now. 20 lashes ought to improve his poor attitude. I mean, you know, 20 lashes to then go live a relatively better life compared to currently, you know, it could be worse.
20 lashes ought to improve his poor attitude. And...
They, you know, as soon as I think, oh, that's not that bad, they hit me with, something that makes it even worse. Okay.
And some hot water torture to boil off one of his two faces while you're at it. Go on, be off with you.
No, please. Ah! As soon as I think, couldn't get worse.
Now then, it would be unbecoming not to show my guests a proper welcome. As such, you're invited to join me at my castle.
Oh? So you'll let us into your underground facility?
Ho ho, an underground facility, eh? I suppose it isn't entirely inaccurate. But no, I simply keep it buried underground as a matter of course. It would cause my subjects no end of emotional turmoil if I were to constantly grace them with my noble presence after all. It is the mark of a truly excellent ruler to erase all trace of herself, so as not to overwhelm her subjects. So I, of course, am no exception. However, now that we have guests to welcome, it won't do to have the Nightless City's true form hidden away like this. Behold. What's that, tactician? That would be both dangerous and pointless, you say?
Helena, why are you helping her?
Ah, you fool. The point is to shock the living daylights out of them. They shall be so agape that their eyes might well pop right out of their heads. I have to see that for myself. Now let's ignore my silly tactician's advice, and try this again. Behold the Nightless City's true form.
An
earthquake? No, this is something else. The scaffold is cracking open. Something enormous is rising up out of the ground. I can't believe it.
Me when a Stolfo. Wow, what?
It's a castle. It's even brighter than the rest of the city combined. Who thought that was a good idea? This is the heart of the Nightless City. Its brightest shining star. I call it Yao Guang Hall, or the Hall of Divine Light. A perfectly fitting name. Hehehe. To be perfectly honest, I've been waiting for someone with spirit to show up so I can finally show it off.
Right.
I can't make use of the mechanism I had put in place to make it appear like this on whim after all. Now then, I shall have a feast prepared in your honor while I await you in my castle. Feel free to frolic with my attendants as you make your way here. Attendants? Crap. She must mean all the torturers coming out of the entrance.
Yeah, probably.
So we have torturers guarding the gate before us, and torturers surrounding our escape route behind us. What would you have us do, Master?
Full speed ahead. Until we find the prophet.
Now you're talking. I'm glad to hear that. It's part of my guise to never turn down an invitation to a feast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Now that the assassins invited us to one, I was prepared to go all by myself if you had declined.
Okay. I would never make you go alone.
Foe! Right. Let's go, Master. The assassin's almost in reach.
Yeah, here we go again. Alright, only one battle. Oh, that's... Oh, there's gonna be 6 of them now. I'll wait a turn on that. You know, Draco, if one of those busters had crit, that would have been real nice. That would have been lovely. I would have thoroughly enjoyed that.
But no!
You had to go and disappoint me. Shaking my head. Yes, target Draco, yes. That's a great plan out of you. Fantastic plan. The greatest plan, some might say. Maybe I should have done a full combo. Okay, no, we're good. Barely. Alright. Let's just do that now. Wait. And then just in case. Morgan's just too good. The middle one... No, the middle one died. Okay. Oh, you poor bastard. I should have used Morgan's attack up. But, who needs it, right? Certainly not us. Ow. Nah, we don't. Nah. We're fine without Noble Fantat. as them? Okay, maybe I should have used it.
No, yo karo, yoku iimashita. Yo no yukute mo tagamenu, ki no kaibin wo sakase yo.
There we go.
Anata de wa nai no.
Damn, only one item out of...
Te ni suru beki mono wa.
And only one full wait, yeah, one item, yeah. Sorry, I spaced out. Hang on. Do I have any embers? No. I was thinking about leveling her, but I don't have embers to give her. She'll have to stay as is, which should be fine. You know what? Morgan trivializes this. It's like, I could put. You know, yeah. As it, you get a turn. Actually, how far are you from? Oh, not that far. 37 away. Draco, what are you at? 105. Alright, she's closing in on that Bond 11. Inching closer. You know what? I haven't used... Yeah, it's been a while. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's use her first ascension. And their welfare, so they won't change. Alright, that's fine. These must be your personal chambers.
Indeed. How good of you to come, Shigo. Confirmed. That's the assassin of the Nightless City. But who's that next to her?
Oh, that's not... that's not Helena. Hi. How's it going?
Another servant raiding. Be careful, Master. Oh yes, I suppose you wouldn't have met yet, would you? Very well, you may introduce yourself.
Oh. I want to go with like a breathy, seductive voice for her.
Alright. I'm a caster servant.
No, that's not quite right.
I serve as a tactician here in the Nightless City.
Another woman. But she seems so uncomfortable.
Hmm?
And her eyes. They're so sad. It's as though she's scared of everything.
Oh? A tactician? And here I thought you were the type to lead a nation a touch more whimsically. Don't be ridiculous. The best rulers are those who know how to make use of their subjects. I take great pride in my choice of adjutants. Skilled underlings deserve to be valued, to be given the sort of work that suits those skills. I am an unrivaled judge of talent. I would go so far as to say that not even the great, Qin Shi Wang, or my ancestor Liu Bang can surpass me. Case in point, it was all thanks to Caster's clever planning that I was so easily able to drown those filthy rats in ease. Haha.
You must be the caster Dahut mentioned.
I'm afraid it's true. I did once serve Ys. But if I had stayed there, well, I didn't want to die, so... who pursued hedonistic pleasure to its absolute extreme. She never planned for the future, but always chose to live purely for the moment. Castor tried to warn her over and over, but that lust-crazed wench refused to listen. In time, she realized that East would one day come to an ignominious end, and decided to come work for me. And I am truly grateful for your compassion, Your Highness. Speaking of which, what do you think of my nightless city? It's nothing at all like that pitiful pile of planks that used to be East, right?
Yeah. Honestly, they're both pretty horrible.
Indeed, I knew you'd say as much. What?
Flump.
Well, she just fell right off her throne and face planted. Just like in my cartoons.
I know, obviously, in context, he's probably, I assume Astolfo is referring to, because cartoons and, yeah, the same thing. I assume he's referring to, like, the comedy anime, probably.
Oh, she sure popped right back up there, though. Absurd. You must be lying to me. There was no other reason you would say such a thing. You couldn't possibly fail to see its splendor after witnessing it firsthand. I cannot believe otherwise. Whatever your original purpose in coming here, you should have seen enough of my city even before I granted you an audience to recognize its brilliance. If anything, I was certain you would arrive, prostrate yourselves before me, and beg me to let you live in my glorious city. Don't you agree, Tactician? Yes, of course. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, okay.
I can see she's doing her best to avert her eyes. Hey, we're the ones who can't believe what we're hearing. How could you be so proud of this glowy mess?
The JP line has Astolfo compare it to a manga. Interesting they didn't use comic here then. For the translation. I mean, I suppose it's not a huge deal, but yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you think when localizing it, yeah. Okay.
How could you be proud of this glowy mess? You need to ask. The answer is blindingly obvious. The city is light itself. Where there is light, there is justice. Thus, the city is overwhelmingly just. In fact, it is a city of nothing but justice. Aside from the rampant inequality. It is utterly absurd. You have torture openly displayed. The men your women keep are terrified of it, and rightly so. People rat each other out left and right. Nobody can trust anyone else, let alone speak their minds freely. Well, of course, I strongly encourage my subjects to report any transgressions they witness after all. What? If anything, I would distrust the ones who don't. Evil should not be hidden. Crimes should not be covered up. They should say something the moment they so much as sense wrongdoing afoot. That way my loyal torturers can take over and compel the offender to come clean. There's so much wrong with that. I don't even know where to start. Just off the top of my head, what about false accusations or misunderstandings? A system like that would surely incentivize people to falsify reports in order to kick others down. Never. That sort of thing only happens in other lesser nations. You sure about that? In a truly just nation, one that holds itself to the highest standard, there can be no mistakes, and certainly no false accusations.
You sure about that?
Nor any who would misuse the reporting system for their own end.
Okay, so she... She's very ignorant to the nature of people, I guess. I mean, to be fair, so far we've only seen them report because yeah, the one guy ratted out the guy who was planning to leave, which, in my opinion, planning to leave shouldn't be a crime, but, you know, whatever.
Such things would simply never happen.
Well, they sure as hell exist here.
The Nightless City is still young. As such, some growing pains are to be expected. But as my methods spread and take root, the city will quickly grow closer to that ideal. Nonetheless, with all of that said, even you cannot deny that my city is far more peaceful and orderly than East or El Dorado.
I guess. Sort of.
Surely you saw for yourselves how brightly it glitters. That is all the proof you'd need to know that my reign is good and proper.
Okay, what about the inequality in the trial system?
Under my rule, evil will die out, the strong will assume responsibility and flourish, and the weak will serve as their foundation. What could possibly be wrong with that? Even a child could see the simple truth of this path.
In one sense, she's right. That would be a strong manner in which to lead a country. But...
here, I'll spell it out for you. In a nation where everyone holds themselves to the highest standards, reporting wrongdoing is the perfect approach. With all of my subjects vigilant, there'll be no tolerance for evil of any kind, no matter how small. Eventually, that approach will lead to the end of evil entirely.
I think what it comes down to is she is just extremely, ignorant and doesn't really... she's too idealistic. Like, she doesn't understand how easily abused the system is. Like, I mean, yeah, she just admitted that there's growing pains and there might be issues currently, but she's very, she's too hopeful that things would work out. Like, no matter what, there's always gonna be people who abuse it to get ahead and not actually be. Plus, again, like I said, the people wanting to leave shouldn't be considered a crime. I don't know.
And so the goal of proper conduct is precisely what will set people on the correct path. I don't know if this is the best way to say this, but you're wrong. You're just wrong. Even if that did make evil disappear and no more crimes ever took place in that nation anymore, I can't imagine the people who live there could ever smile.
I agree, that's not true peace at all.
I don't know who that voice belongs to, But she was clearly dissing me. How dare you? None of you has even the slightest self-control. And it's not just you. All of humanity is like that. You all need to learn to endure the most arduous hardships. To work hard and study with diligence. As long as one builds character like that, evil will never take root in their minds. In time, there will no longer be a need for transgressions to be reported. And yet, you dare to criticize my rule, and in my presence? Castor, what is the punishment for this heinous crime? I don't think we have a punishment for this particular crime. But if we add this to the bothering me for no specific reason category, then the punishment would be for your highness to torture them yourself and then life in prison. Yes, that will do. Very well then. I shall first torture you myself. Then you can begin your new life rotting in my dungeon. Yeah, good luck with that. However, since I am nothing, if not merciful, I shall call in my best torturers, those who can compel anyone to speak the truth. In effect, I shall make it easier for you to repent and confess your true feelings. Namely, I beg your forgiveness, your Nightless City is actually super awesome. I was just so shy I couldn't come out and say that before. Not that that will lessen the severity of your sentence, of course. Woo, why? I'm afraid that not even an issue's ruler can bend its laws when she has made them. Castor, you will assist me. Will I? If these people are truly foolish enough to fail to understand the righteousness of my path, they will have come here with the goal of destroying the city. If they succeed, you will not escape unscathed. Then it seems I have no choice. I don't want to die, so I will fight. You know, we have multiple servants. Castor, if you want out of this, you could just join our side and could easily overpower her. Like, I feel like that's what's gonna end up happening, because there's still a few nodes left to go in this particular section. So I think that is what's gonna happen. Probably. Great, a whole bunch of those torturers again. We may still have many interlopers to deal with, but we are also finally within reach of our goal. We cannot let this chance go to waste. You're up against an assassin and a caster. We still don't know their true names, so please be careful. Wait, she mentioned her ancestor, Liu Bang. I'm surprised. Mash or Da Vinci particularly didn't jump in and would be like, "Hey, wait a minute." A bit odd that. I'll save that. Well, I could use it now. Nah. Good go. Oh, okay. That hurt. Why you gotta be so rude? What did Morgan ever do? I think you can narrow that down quite reliably at this point. Yeah, it's a bit weird they didn't. But
This should...
簡単に終わらない。
Yeah. I don't think this charge is enough. Yeah, it does 30. I need to level it up. Alright. But... we should be able to quite easily
魔力を注ぐがよい。
wipe them out.
それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日を迎えしロードスキャメル。
Okay, now.
見るがよい。
Well, 300%. Nah, she won't do enough. Even at 300%, it won't do enough. Did quite a bit though. Ooh. And that was real close. Morgan, you're not looking too good. You good?
どうします？
You're probably good, right? Actually, wait, let's seize this. Make sure that she dies. Actually, I think I'd do more to skip Draco and do this. Whoa! Oh, defense up, yeah. No, that's fine. I still feel like it should have probably killed, but hey. You know. Sure. We'll finish it off with a Fragarack. Alright, bring it. Hit me. Lol. Bed chipper. Hey, oh.
破滅にしろ繁栄にしろ幕引きまであがくがいい。
Alright. Do you yield, assassin? We've defeated you and your caster. Do you yield? Oh, I thought that would be a node that had dialogue post-fight. I guess, okay, I guess not. We're just gonna keep, wait, whoops, wrong one. Keep using Morgan. She's doing pretty well so far. May as well keep it going.
You're quite good. More's the pity, really. Why do you not understand? There's nothing wrong with my system of reporting. As long as people can hold themselves to a high standard, they can conduct themselves properly. Of course, they must put in the effort to do so. Namely, the effort to uphold my laws, to suppress their base desires. I understand that by virtue of being human, one will inevitably have desires. The desire to sleep when one wants, to eat what one wants, to be lazy, to even commit crimes. But it's only the suppression of those desires that will allow for a true and just nation to be born. In that sense, those fools in East were the polar opposite, since they explicitly sought out the pleasures that come from pure indulgence. And thus their destruction was assured. But not me. Not the Nightless City. Though some may remain here who cannot control their desires, they'll be weeded out in due time. If one can apply oneself in a focused, dedicated manner, one is certain to walk a moral and just path. Why can you not understand that? Moral people and a just nation, huh? So far as we can tell, this nation is a den of torture and cruelty. I wonder if it only seems like justice to you because of how above it all you hold yourself. The more I learn about running nations, the harder it appears to... Stay alert. Some torturers still remain. See? That is how I once obtained something I wished for myself. I swore I would claim it, and worked hard to make my goal a reality. In essence, the moment I made my decision was also the moment in which I acquired the treasure I'd been seeking my entire life. Indeed, that may be why I find myself in this form right now. Treasure, huh? I got a buttload of that when I was alive, you know. Of course I ended up either lending it out or giving most of it away. What kind of treasure did you get? Do you wish to know? Your Highness, I don't think it's a good idea to...
Oh, okay, so Da Vinci did figure it out.
I take it that treasure was a country of your very own, Empress Regnant? Or Regnant? Oh ho! It seems you finally arrived at my name. I have had many titles, of course, but I'm particularly fond of that one. You have good taste.
What
do you mean, seriously? That is a pretty damn
cool title. I won't hear a word claiming otherwise. No, it's pretty cool.
Sorry for my absence. I've been focusing on analyzing the data, and I finally got an answer. Granted, she's been giving us plenty of hints from the beginning, but her childish appearance didn't quite line up with everything. But now that you've fought her directly, we have much more accurate data to work with, and I'm certain of my conclusion beyond any doubt. Encouraging citizens to spy and report on one another, employing brutes known as torturers
To go around hurting people and drag out undesired truths.
and this Yao Guang Hall, at the heart of the Nightless City. While it may not have been quite as flashy as this incarnation, this servant is still reported to have lived in a building of the same name. In other words, all of these are things she used while she was still alive. She's known as an empress here, right? That's not because she's the ruler of the city. It's because she really was an empress. What's more, she was the only empress in all of history to ever rule over China. A Chinese empress? She began her rise as a concubine to Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty, and later married his
Son, Gaozong. Bit odd, but you know.
Following Taizong's death. She assassinated her rivals, steadily gained power, and eventually claimed the entire country as her own. She commanded her subjects to address her as
Dowager, Empress Dowager, and later Empress Regnant.
If we believe her most popular name to be her true name, we have two to choose from. Zetian Wuho, or Wu Zetian. Oh, well done. You're absolutely right. Oh no, now they know her true name. What? You're telling me that's a real empress? Who are you referring to as that?
You little peach-haired hussy. Hussy?
You know, I didn't like the look of you from the start. Well, no matter. I can deal with you later. Now then, since you know I am indeed a true empress, let me ask you, does that change your mind?
No, not really. I don't think Lubin was a... okay. That makes more sense, but okay. Yeah, why that wasn't a... okay. Why it wasn't a tip-off. What tipped you off on Agartha being bad? Okay. Overall, I think Agartha still isn't as bad as people were making it out to be. Just... things in Agartha are kind of bad. Like the whole whatever the hell happened in East. That was... you know. And then the torture murder here. But overall, I really thought it would be a lot worse than it has been, based off how people were talking, though. So I don't know. There's some bad stuff to it, but still better than I was expecting going in.
There is no other city that shines as brightly as mine. With proper effort, all can lead a good life. If you swear to become my subjects, I may even change my mind about imprisoning you for life. Bah, pass. The city may not look as
Horrid, bad, or rowdy as East, at least on the surface, but...
Indeed, it only looks that way, and then only because its harsh lights prevent one from seeing it clearly. At its core, it is just as twisted and rotten as East. You can talk about your city's justice and propriety all you like, but in the end, you can't hide the fact that it's fundamentally lacking in both. As Mash said earlier, it's the one clear truth of this place.
A city where no one smiles can never be just. Yeah.
Well said, Master. Of that much I'm absolutely certain.
My paint looks like consumption.
Yeah, I
don't know. Because it's a singularity that has a demon god pillar behind it, probably influencing things, I don't know, I never really took it in that way. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was just, this is what happens when a demon god messes with things. I don't know.
What fools you are, such a pity. Clearly, both I and my city are simply too bright for rabble such as you. In that case, I won't force you to a look. You may avert your gaze and remain in the dark. There's nothing more to do now, as there's no greater crime than refusing one's punishment. Now that it has come to this, your execution shall be carried out in a grand and ostentatious manner. Tactician, call my expecting subjects. Yes, Your Highness.
We've slaughtered tons of your torturers so far. Like, do you really think this will do anything? Like,
in the name of Wu, I command you to be born.
Oh, are they gonna do the thing? They're doing the thing.
There's more of them now. It's just like what happened with the pirates in East. Oh, gross, not again. Do not mistake me for a smug and foolish ruler. I know very well when to make use of others. However, I will say this.
2 among you I will throttle with my own hands. Astolfo and probably us?
That cat with the long fur. And the peach-colored hussy with the cattish air about her.
What did Foe do? I assume cat with the long fur is Foe. I can't imagine it's anything else. But what the hell did Foe do? The peach-colored hussy with the cattish air about her.
Foe? Did you just call me that again? I can't stand the cats.
I shall cut off all your limbs myself and stuff you into a bottle for safekeeping. Oh.
Foe being a cat is debatable.
But that doesn't matter. I'll never let you do that. Let's beat her, Master. You're not touching our foe. I won't let you. You bastard. Never. Never, ever, ever. Alright, it's 3 battles this time. So I could use this now and probably get it charged back up, to be honest. At least I hope so. Otherwise, this will be a problem. That's not great. Kill, nice. Crit? So close. So close. Of course, they don't give me what I want. Couldn't have given me Morgan Arts. Okay. Should be easy enough. Damn it. Kinda wanna save that for when I have Bazit's Noble Phantasm. Yeah. Ha. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Bazit? Actually, this will work out quite nicely, I think. We'll do... Yeah. Oh, I didn't use her evade! Fuck! I forgot about using the evade! God damn it! Well, Bazit's dead. R.I.P. Bazit. I forgot the crux of her whole fucking strategy. I mean, she might live this turn. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to kill Wu this turn, maybe. Or not.
わらわの摂理のお試し体験キャンペーンじゃ。遠慮なく称賛してくれてよいのか。
Well, Rip Morgan.
このような
That's
交代します。
fine.
戦線は維持しておくよ。ご存知
She did her job already.
しておるのじゃろ。やめてください。
This actually is quite nice because we can use the attack buff on her. We should definitely kill Wu this
スキルも
turn.
持ってどうします。
Mm,
そうだ。
there we go. There we go. Good hit, Bazik. Good hit. Don't die, please.
やめてください。
Actually, you can die. It's fine.
さらを持って。
Um,
了解。どうします。毒に網だ。やめてください。
Alright, don't attack Bazik. Please do not attack Bazik.
山田
And you put evade on.
ご存知のはず。秋読み込みと練り
Well,
込
there
み。
goes Bazik.
そして
Frick you, man. I'll just
セガをテンポを上げます。
do
サンタのマッ
this.
チアップは初めて。毒に網だ。せーの。
Making me waste a turn because you evade. I hate you.
苦しませはしないから。
You know what? Heal yourself. Yeah.
苦しませはしないから。
Really. This is what I get. Oh, okay. And this is what I get, huh?
卓上に人理は満ち。無駄なことです。やめてください。やめてください。見るがよい。これが貴様らの繁栄の答え。金文を築き上げた欲望の末路である。
Alright. We're getting there. Even if I swapped Chloe in, it wouldn't really do anything. Because she also doesn't have... Sure. Why not? Heal us. A holy grail. Heal the beast holding a holy grail. Holy grailception. Come on. We are defeated, Wu. You don't have to fight us anymore. You're free to be your own servant. Your own heroic spirit. Alright, she should. Or not. Okay. This turn. There we go. God dang, man. Are you gonna give it up yet, Wu, huh?
Do you see anything yet, Ryder? If you like, I'd be happy to take over the telescope for you and... never mind.
That flashy castle that showed up out of nowhere must be the assassin's lair. Nothing of significance seems to have happened except that. That was some time ago too, and still no smoke signals. Well, I guess they must be fighting her inside there as we speak.
Do you think they can win?
They'd better, or else we'll have come out all this way for nothing. Anyway, it's up to them now. All we can do is make sure we're ready to go in whenever we... What is it? We just got an urgent report back from the scouts, sir. What do they say? Well, from the west side of the Nightless City. Huh? You're kidding me, of all times. I'm guessing the Amazons are attacking?
Ryder, I've got some bad news.
I know, I've already heard the report.
No, not that. There. Don't you hear it?
Oh, is that the natural disaster he was talking about before? I think it might be. Oh, come on. Now we have to deal with that too. Damn it, how unlucky can we get? I wonder whose bad luck it is, mine or theirs.
Well, what do we do now, Ryder?
Need to ask? We get ready to head in there the moment we see the signal. Now hurry. Yeah, we better send up some sort of signal soon-ish. I don't know if we came up with a signal, but I assume if we launch something into the air, that would probably assume that's a signal. Usually things launched into the air are the signal, so I feel like it'd be a fair oh, no battle. Interesting. Oh, woo.
Gah. You did it.
Did we?
No, she hasn't fallen yet. Tell me, do you know why I'm an empress? Was I born to it? No, absolutely not. I was an ordinary girl, daughter of a lowly government official. After my father died, and my relatives took me in, they would beat me merely to pass the time.
Oh, that's...
There was but one reason why I rose from such lowly origins to sit atop all of China. Because I wished it, set my heart on it, and worked towards it. I studied books and martial arts. I learned the ways of charm and allure. I cast off everything I didn't need and polished what I did to its utmost. I worked day and night, forgoing leisure and rest. I trained myself to ignore my relatives' distractions. And even once my beauty was recognized and I was admitted into the Emperor's palace, I didn't stop. I killed the Emperor's wife, his concubines, so many others I quickly lost count. I used poison, cunning, power, everything at my disposal to kill all who stood in my way. Indeed, I rose to pure dedication, as it was the sole method that let me achieve my goals. And so I gained all of China as my prize, and I did so entirely on my own. This power she's giving off is immense, even after we have her cornered. So this is the strength of a true king, and the spirit of one who ruled over a vast land and left her mark on history. Oh man, this is just like when Charlemagne gets all mad about something. I don't think we can touch her.
I won't deny that you worked incredibly hard.
Scratch that.
Way to go, master! But a nation without smiles is an empty thing.
I am told that when I was a baby, a monk prophesied that I would one day ascend to the highest domain. When I learned about this, I was furious at him for sticking his nose into my affairs. It was not Providence that brought me to the top. I would never permit something like that to interfere with my endeavors. I stand here now on my own 2 feet. As such, I am the only one who decides when those feet will move. There was no one else who helped me get here. No others who were responsible for my success. There was no sage's admonition, no fool's blade, no impassioned entreaty pushing me forward. Thus, not even the heavens themselves can force me to kneel in defeat. Her spirit origin reading is in tatters. And looks as though it could disappear at any moment. And yet, her presence is still so strong.
Castor's gonna stab her in the back, right? Crap, he's charging straight in there. This isn't going to be pretty. We were getting all freaked out at her imposing presence, and he just came in and squashed her.
What the? Holy what just crashed through the ceiling?
Look. A Heracles altar?
Spirit origin pattern match confirmed. I still can't believe it. That's one of the servants who went missing from Chaldea. Heracles, the legendary Greek hero. That one strike obliterated Wuzedian's spirit origin.
Why are you unfazed? Heracles. No, wait.
Something's wrong. He's huge. You're right. Our records indicate he should be about 253 centimeters. Just over 8 feet tall. But he's clearly far larger than that.
How big?
At least he saved us? Whoa!
Yeah, you're getting swung at. Bye.
I think he tried to attack me.
He just smushed that torturer like a spiky pancake.
He's huge and hugely strong. But how's he so fast?
So he's just attack. Yeah, he has no consciousness. He is just a pure berserker with nothing holding him back.
Are you going to face him, Master? I'm afraid that fighting such a ferocious monster will only end in some or all of us dying. If you wish to fight him nonetheless, I will go alone. I may not be able to defeat him, but I should at least be able to stall him for a few minutes.
I mean, hey, if Emiya can... Yeah, well, actually, Emiya stalled a much more controlled version, so,
Wait. You mustn't fight him. No matter how strong your defense, a single strike would still end you. Castor, what do you mean by that? Do you know what's going on here? Why is Heracles so enormous? Please, sheath your swords. I have no wish to fight. I surrender. That man is a rogue servant who appeared here in this underground world some time ago. He is a berserker in every sense of the word. He comes and goes at a moment's notice, leaving but nothing but destruction in his wake. He is more like a natural disaster than a person. He has no conscious mind, and of course he cannot be reasoned with. He is destruction incarnate. Wait. Was that what Ryder was warning us about before we came here?
Probably.
That's what he meant?
Welp, I'm sold. Seeing that makes not believing kinda hard.
I'm surprised you answered that so directly. Are you planning something else? No, I'm not. I just don't want to die now that Wuzedian is gone. Furthermore, I believe our efforts would be best directed at escape.
I can get behind that. You first. You lead the way.
We've accomplished our goal of defeating Wuzedian. It seems she wasn't the demon god pillar either. But at least we managed to free the city. I suggest we get out of here and meet back up with the Resistance in order to discuss the next move. Good plan. Let's get out of here while that thing is popping torturers like bubble wrap. Oh, that's a lovely image. Just grabs him by the head, pop. Yes. What's going on out here? The Resistance, I assume? The Nightless City's subjects and torturers appear to be doing battle with... Amazons? Amazons. The Amazons? Foe? The Eldorado forces. Of all the times for them to show up. This is pure chaos. Oh, whoops. If you don't find a way out of the city, soon, we may end up fighting both forces at once. Oh great, look over there. We got even more enemies. No, wait, that's... Ryder! You came!
Sorry, I couldn't wait around for the signal any longer. How'd it go?
We managed to take down the assassin Buzetian, but now we have two other big problems. Yeah, he knows. The Amazons from Eldorado and the giant berserker wreaking havoc in the building behind us.
Damn it, I was hoping I was mistaken about seeing him go in there. Well, no point in thinking about that now. One of those problems would be bad enough. We can't stay here long with both of them to worry about. There's a hell of a lot more of them than there are of us. If we try to fight them head on, we'll be done for. Resistance, fall back. Are you sure after coming out of the... He doesn't want his men to die. As long as we can help you all escape, it's worth it. If you're all killed, that could mean the end of the resistance too. But if we escape now, there'll be another chance. There always will be, as long as we don't give up.
Thank you for risking your life to help us, Ryder. I wish I had a medal suitable to award your bravery.
Oh, and I might take you up on that if a medal could fill your belly. Now come on, let's get going.
Wait, don't go near the front gate. That's...
The Queen of the Amazons. Damn it, overall look.
Maybe those two will engage each other. Oh man, we've got berserkers for days here. And the big guy in the castle sounds like he's coming out. This is what they mean when they say between a rock and a hard place. What will we do now? Oh, she's not going for us, don't worry. Here she comes. She's so fast. Don't underestimate me. My sword is sworn to defend and protect. It cannot be broken through brute force alone. Yeah, she's just knocking you out of the way. Please. I'll kill him. I'll kill him. I'll kill him. She just blew right past us. And right into the castle where Heracles is. What was that all about?
We can figure that out later. Just thank your lucky stars she didn't come after us. Now come on, let's go. Fergus?
The Nightless City. A city of bright lights where ratting one another out was strongly encouraged. If everyone conducts themselves properly, then no mistakes will be made, and peace and order can last forever. Such a nation would grow and flourish. But that isn't right. You can't just erase or suppress human desires entirely. If anything, I think it's those desires that make life worth living. If the majority of people suppress their desires, the country may well prosper, and the higher class subjects may well live happily. I don't know if Buzetian was aware of how the women here lived their lives. But for them, this nation was a happy place, as was the East with the pirates. But of course, the same can't be said for the men who were treated as lesser beings. For them, both of these cities were places of terrible suffering. Is there no possible way to create a nation where all of its people can be happy? Arthur Fergus, stop staring at the city and start moving your feet. Don't forget we still have to pick up that injured guy we hid away earlier. Oh right, sorry.
And hopefully save some of the other men as we're leaving.
Well, it wasn't easy. But we also somehow managed to make it out of the Nightless City. We were all still running away, desperately trying to put some distance between us and the city, when I heard a sound and looked back. There, I could see the largest city in the building in the whole city, glowing impossibly bright as flames consumed it. Ah! It was faint, but I thought I could see the two monsters fighting each other atop its roof. One of these monsters was, of course, the natural disaster. The other, hard as it is to believe, looked to be a smaller yet equally destructive disaster of a sort. I could just be seeing things, but I could have sworn they were evenly matched.
Does she get a buff against Greeks? That would be apt. True name revealed. Wu Zetian. Alright. Oh, good, good, good. More saint courts for the taking. Alright. Temporary retreat. Archer and caster. I assume it's just gonna be monsters. Oh, this will be the caster, right? Yeah, I don't think I've ever used that caster before. It won't be spoiled. Greek mythology males specifically. Okay. Yeah, as you say, that makes sense. Yeah. Start quest. I've seen Caster of the Nightless City's name before. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I assume we'll find out, like, right here. I hate to admit it, but we've just taken one step forward and two steps back. Have we, though? Like, Wu is dead, and we gained a new servant ally.
I'm afraid so. We may have succeeded at defeating Wu Zetian and bringing down the Nightless City, but now the Amazons have taken it over instead, right?
Right. We're still not quite sure what happened, but the men we left behind have reported back. After the natural disaster, the big guy ended his rampage. He disappeared as usual. And now the Amazons have taken over what's left of the city.
I think we can do better than to keep referring to him as natural disaster or big guy. I say it's time we came up with a proper name for him.
Not Heracles?
He may have originally been Heracles, but his spirit origin has changed dramatically. His output, durability, and even divinity are all much higher than usual. The first thing that comes to mind is to call him Giant Heracles. But since he once fought against the giants alongside the gods of Olympus, I don't think he'd be particularly thrilled about that. How about calling him Heracles Megalos, meaning huge hero Heracles? The alliteration. We could even shorten it to just
Megalos. Sure, why not?
I agree. I can't quite bring myself to refer to that servant as Heracles either. Megalos sounds like a good name to me. Anyways, after Megalos destroyed the city, and the Amazons came in and took over the remains, what happened to Wu Zetian's subjects?
I'm told the Luster will defy it and meekly surrender to the Amazons.
Given how they reproduce, it's possible that they and the pirates are more like familiars than people. Which is to say they were created by their respective rulers, and don't truly belong to this world. If that's true, it would make sense for them to simply submit to whatever ruler has assumed control.
Yeah, I guess.
Submit, huh? Well, I don't know if the Amazons were planning this or if it was just luck, but either way, they've ended up swooping in and making off with everything. Pisses me the hell off. We'll have to make sure to return the favor someday. Anyway, that aside.
Yeah, we have a new member of a party.
What's she doing here? Wasn't she the assassin's tactician?
I couldn't just leave her behind. Yeah, she didn't seem all that thrilled to be aiding in the horrors that were taking place. I think she just wanted someplace to live and not be killed. I couldn't just leave her behind.
I may not like the risk that represents, but I will say that sounds just like Yi-senpai. Fofo.
Is that Japanese Dogiza? You don't have to do that.
It is indeed. I know of it as well. I've never seen one performed so beautifully before. The angle of her head, the arrangement of her hands. I feel as though I'm witnessing a work of art.
What are you playing at?
I have heard that this is the ultimate apology, one that originates from a land known as Japan. I understand that, as this pose is performed with one's entire body, it allows one to show absolute remorse
When pleading for one's life.
Pleading for your life?
Yes, I don't want to die. That's my only wish. You have defeated Wu Zetian, and so I am surrendering to you. I believe that is the best option I have to ensure my survival.
I don't think you had to go this far, though.
So please, I only ask that you spare my life. In return, I'll do anything you want.
You sure you should be throwing around promises like, I'll do anything you want so casually? Because a certain wolf in sheep's clothing may be looking to fleece your bodacious bod for himself. Look, little Fergus is the good boy, okay? He would never.
Why is everyone looking at me?
What? He won't. Shudder.
Please stop looking at me like I'm some kind of wild animal. The other me might behave like that sometimes, but I never would. At any rate, I can understand how she feels. It's only natural to not want to die, especially for a woman who isn't a warrior.
Caster, does this mean you want to be the Resistance's tactician now?
I'm afraid that's all I can do.
First you worked for the Hurt at Ys. And then you betrayed her to go to Wu Zetian, and now you've come crawling to us, huh?
I understand your reluctance to trust me. I don't blame you. But every action I've taken up to this point has stemmed from my desire to not die. That desire holds true even now, so I beg you again not to kill me. Please don't cast me out. I understand not wanting to die, but why would you be scared of getting kicked out? If I were forced to leave here, I would have no choice but to go to the Amazons in El Dorado. Oh, wait, I misspoke.
I promise I didn't mean that as a threat.
Oh no, this is terrible. Now my death is all but assured.
I have to. Is she okay? She doesn't seem okay. I think she has some trauma. Really? Really? So much jiggling. Can't look away.
I've never seen Master
Look so lost in thought before.
I wonder what she's thinking. If that was not a veiled threat to employ you, else you take your services
To our enemy, then what was it? I think she was trying to say that if she was left here, her only choice would be the Amazons, and she doesn't want to work for the Amazons. Like, she'd prefer us if it came down to it.
Then what was it? I don't believe the Queen of El Dorado would have need of me. She would very likely have me killed. So as I see it, I have 3 options. Either I die here, I am forced to leave and the Amazons end up killing me, or I join you. As such, I must do whatever I can to gain your trust.
I don't know. That's not something easily gained.
If my promise to serve as your tactician is insufficient, then I have nothing left to lose. As proof of my willingness to help, I will tell you my true name. Huh?
Foe? Oh yeah, there we go. I know it was something that was hard to pronounce. Or not hard, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Scheherazade? 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 I don't know.
A caster in name only, whose sole talent lies in spinning tales.
Scheherazade? I think that was the one I said first, right? Scheherazade?
Huh? Scheherazade. Now your strange summoning act from before all makes sense.
I think I've heard that name before, but I have no idea who that is.
Even if you don't recognize her name, I bet you've at least heard of the stories associated with her. Does 1001 Nights ring any bells for you?
Oh. Yeah, I've never... I'm familiar with the name of that story, but I've never... Yeah.
She's the meta character used to deliver every one of those stories. The brave daughter of the chief vizier. In the book, she tells a new story each night to stop a king from taking her life. Brave? No. There was nothing brave about it. I was just desperate to not die. I have read countless books and stories, and acquired a fair amount of knowledge in the process. I believe that knowledge could be of use to you by helping to predict the enemy's next move, or to better assess the opportunities for you to make yours. Does this sound acceptable? Of course, if you have no need of such knowledge, and will kill me if I cannot demonstrate any other benefits of my continued presence.
The only other thing I have to offer is my body. Glance. Fergus isn't gonna do anything.
I told you. I'm not going to try anything. Please stop looking at me like that. What do you think, Senpai?
We can't just kick her out. That would be cruel.
If that is your decision, Master, we have no objections. She may have been on our enemy's side thus far, but I can discern no falsehood in her words. Plus, she gave us advice about how to survive that whole escape the rampaging
Mega Berserker thing. Yeah, no, that was handy.
If she wanted to hurt us, she'd have just let us fight Mega Herc and go splat. Thank you. You have my gratitude. That's more like it. Being scared all the time is no good for your health. A show of positivity is better for everyone. That's how it should be for all women.
That's kinda...
Well, that is... I don't mean to say women should be subservient to man, I just mean that they should be free to be themselves.
If you're okay with this, I guess there's no point in me being the lone voice of dissent. Besides, we do need all the help we can get. However, I still have to ask this. Are you sure this book of knowledge of yours will actually be helpful?
That's a very fair question. As soon as an opportunity to demonstrate my utility presents itself, I shall take it. And as luck would have it, it seems the time is now. If the scent I'm picking up on the wind is the same as that discovered by Daniel's son, Hasib. In other words, the scent of a snake woman.
Oh.
Huh?
Wait, how does reading books and stories about snake women let you know what they smell like? Like, how can you... Okay, sure. I guess it's vividly described what the scent is like in the story.
Ryder, come quick. There's a pack of lamia after our peaches.
Uh-huh, I see.
I will also help to rid you of these pests, if only to demonstrate how I might be useful. But please do keep in mind that I usually try to avoid combat as much as possible. After all, if you lose in battle, you also lose your life.
I mean, yeah. People die when they are killed. That's true fact. Oh, she only has one of her, or she only has two of her skills. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like this should be high chance to inflict a charm. Maybe because it's all enemies and not single target. If it was single target, it'd probably be high chance, but because it's... Okay. And increased defense. Yeah, well, may as well use that. High chance to decrease charge by 1, increase arts code effective. Okay. Whoa, really? Okay, there we go. I was like... Let's say, if she didn't one hit the second one, I was gonna be flabbergasted. You know what? I'll use this for the art's effectiveness. That's fine. I like her voice. Who does she share a VA with? She sounds very similar to someone. I can't put my finger on it though. Does she have the same VA as Medusa? I can kinda hear Medusa in there. No? Media? Shouldn't share a VA with anyone else in FG. Really? I don't know, she sounds very familiar. Huh.
酒を持てお静かに
Now hold that for now.
金を持てふん山場ですそこだ
Oh, is that the VA? Inoue. Oh, so she's. I assume you mean she was 17 when she recorded these lines, or I don't. Is that supposed to be a reference? I really don't. The last three. Oh. Yeah, I'm not good with VA names.
努力はしますお静かにそう望まれるのなら努力はしますそう望まれるのなら
It's gonna bother me. I for the life of me, can't. Like, I know I've heard this voice. I'm trying to place what. Yeah, I'm gonna do that thing again where I Google the voice actor because it's gonna bother me if I can't.
それほどまでにおっしゃるのならば仕方ありませんほんの一部ですがお見せします宝具断片天下今宵はここまで見るがよい
Cosmic Complex House. She was in DN Angel, but I haven't seen DN Angel in like years. I don't think that's where I'm recognizing it from. She was in Pokemon, but I didn't watch the. Oh, she's in a certain magical index as the sister Shinakamijo. Oh, that's the mother. I don't think that. I've heard that voice, but I don't think that's where I'm recognizing it from. I have like the specific scene in my mind. But I can't. It's something relatively recent. Hang on. I've watched a few of these, but. Was it? I don't know. I really. Was it? Do I recognize her from World End? Maybe? None of these seem right as to where I recognized her from. Oh, wait. Oh, she was in Oragairu, my teen romantic comedy. That. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Yukino's mom from Oragairu. Okay. Like, again, I'd seen a few others that she had listed on there, but, like, they didn't fit, like, the imagery that was coming up in my mind. But thinking about it, I can also see it being as being Toma's mother. Kamijo Toma from... Yeah, that makes sense too. It just, that's not what came up in my brain when I pictured the voice. I haven't seen Komi Can't Communicate. I want to, but I never. Also, holy hell, what the hell happened? Wait a minute, what the hell happened? I was so focused on the list, let's try and get ourselves out of this hole. Hopefully. I have command spells if needed, but I did not. I shouldn't have used the evade last turn. Oh, shiitake. This is fine now. She can still absorb attacks. She's the JP voice for Freya in the God of War games. Actually, I feel like that's actually a pretty good fit. I feel like that voice would fit Freya pretty well. Yeah. Alright, we just need to live through this turn and then we win. Okay, well that's unfortunate. No, we're not gonna talk about that. The go-to mom voice. Yeah, not surprised. She has a very nice voice. I won't lie. Yeah. I like it. I don't know why, but she... I don't know, it's still bugging me. I feel like there's something else that... Maybe she's just similar to someone else, and I just... am thinking of someone she didn't... I don't know, it's no point worrying about it. She did Lady Domitress and Rhea. Maybe it was Lust? But I've only ever... I'll be honest, when it came to Full Metal Alchemist, I watched dubbed, just because that's what I watched it in when I was a kid. So like, whenever I rewatch it, I prefer to do the dub. Plus, I feel like FMA is Probably one of the better dubs. But I don't know. So I have watched a little bit of the JP version, but I don't think that's where I got it from. I don't know. More Scheherazade. For the moment, I'll admit that you make a good tactician.
I love getting new allies. Still, I just had a thought, and I realized something. Our ultimate goal here is to find the demon god pillar hiding in Agartha and take it out, right? I mean, if we want to do something about this weird sort of singularity place and save everyone down here. That's exactly right. Our order is to defeat the demon god pillar and destroy all of Agartha. Even if we somehow manage to dig a tunnel and let all the men here return to the surface, there will continue to be new victims until we manage to resolve the underlying cause, yeah. Yep, I get all that. And at first I kind of figured that the demon god pillar we had to kill was the Berserker of Eldorado. But then I thought, what if it's actually Megalos? That would make sense.
The demon god would probably want to fuse with the strongest being available, and that would be Heracles.
That's a good point. It's definitely possible. His size and strength is certainly far beyond the bounds of any normal servant. And if he is the pillar, he's gonna be real hard to kill, right? I mean, we all saw how scary he is in his murder mode back there. Speaking as a Celtic man, I would like nothing more. For us, the stronger our opponent is, the better. There would be no honor in defeating a weakened Greek hero, but now that he's so incredibly powerful, defeating him would bring us unimaginable honor. Though of course, I'm afraid I'm almost certainly not yet strong enough to actually do that.
Hang on a minute. This demon gold pillar thing has to be that servant from Eldorado, right? There is no other sensible answer, is there?
What do you mean?
If this demon gold pillar is the one who made this place, then naturally this place would follow the rules that its creator laid down. And the rules of this world are obvious. Men fall from the surface and women use them as slaves and create more women. In other words, Agartha is a world made for women. In which case, the demon gold pillar must be one of the people trying to rule this world. There used to be 3 possible candidates, but now there's only one.
Dahut, Uzedian, and the Berserker of Eldorado. Their dispositions do seem very different from those of us who don't wish to be here. Which then begs the question of whether that is their true disposition, or the demon god's influence. Either way, the process of elimination leaves us with only one remaining choice. Guess that means we gotta take down the Berserker of Eldorado next. Oh hey, since we've run into Little Fergus, Captain Not Drake, and Mega Herc, does that mean that every servant who disappeared from Chaldea ended up here after all?
Beats me. Like I told you before, I've never met any of them, so I can't say one way or the other.
Nor can I. It could be that we simply have yet to encounter them. Or it could be that they have already been killed by either Dahut, Uzedian, or the Berserker. What an awful thought. I really don't want to be killed. The mere thought of dying compels me to practice begging for my life.
Where's that heroic spirit pride? Come on.
I suppose the safest
Thing to do would be to polish my Dogiza, since it works so well in many situations.
Are you sure? That Dogiza already looked perfect to me.
Either way, there's no sense worrying about someone we don't even know is here. And since we can't count on Megalos or anything, the only ones who we can count on are the ones who are here. Alright, tactician. This is your time to shine. How do we go about fighting El Dorado? Tell us what we've got in mind.
Very well. This may be somewhat presumptuous of me, but my advice for our next step is...
And of course, they don't go over the plan right then and there. They wait to give partial details once we're already into the mission. I assume her character gets better when she's a summoned servant, and like her interlude. I assume she's an interlude. At least I would hope she's better outside of here. I would think so, at least. I think I'll stop there, though. That's 2.5 hours, so I think that's a good and just a good spot to stop in general. I think I saw something about people really hating her until her interlude, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, personally, I don't. So far, at least, I don't think she's that. Yeah, she's a little bit annoying, but I don't think she's that bad. But I assume she'll get worse. But yeah, outside of a few things, though, I really do think Agartha's not been it's bad, but it's not terrible. Like, I honestly think Septa might have been worse to me. I don't know if that's a hot take, but at least in terms of like the story being comprehensible. But yeah. Oh yeah, I put 12. I had 12 summon tickets. So I put all 12 into this banner. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't even really trying for Merlin. I was just trying to get Emiya, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Emiya was like, "Nah, I'm good." Sadly. But with one Gina in sight, should just be a few days now. Well, obviously didn't want to throw Saint Quartz at it. I might put another few summon tickets into it when the monthly reset happens, though. I would like to have Emiya. I really would. And if I happen to get Merlin, then that'd be fine, but I could no. Emiya's general. Yeah, I just thought it would be a good time to try for him because the rate up, right? It's like if I hit that 4-star, percent chance. What's the percentage on 4-star servants? 2.5%, or whatever it is. It would have been a good shot to get him, but sadly no. I don't know. I'll probably get Emiya eventually. Probably. But no, like I was saying though, that's gonna do it.
ようこそダヴィンチ
Next
さんの
time
今日ものんびり始めよ
we'll try to go defeat the berserk. How many sections are there in this, by the way? It feels like we're getting pretty far. Well, like we're pretty deep. It feels like we're deep into the story at this point because we already took down 2 of the lords. 16. Okay. So probably, depending on how many nodes per section, maybe 2 more streams, maybe 3. It depends on how many nodes and how much dialogue per node and whatnot, but 16 with the error numbers are backloaded. Oh, okay, so like the last 4 are gonna be really have like 6 nodes each or something. Okay, yeah, it'll probably be like 3 streams then rather than 2. Realistically. Most are between 2 and 3 nodes, 1 is 7. Okay, that's not that bad. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it also depends on like how much talking per node, of course. So, yeah, we'll have to see. No, I can't do anything I regret. Nope. I was thinking about it for a second. But no, Wangina's only a couple days away. Gotta remain strong. Alright, I'm gonna log off and close the game before I make a mistake that I end up regretting. Thanks for watching. Next time, we'll begin the invasion of El Dorado. And, yeah, and then we'll see if Herc has anything to say about about that. We'll see. But, yeah, peace.